Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Justin Chris Show. Today is Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. And just it is, we had a wonderful, wonderful time here on this fall afternoon. It's 5 o'clock and it's beautiful. But can you believe last night we had that big storm? It was bad and it was raining hard and the trees are falling down, the power lines are down. We had 12 tornadoes here in North Carolina. Man, it was bad. It went bad the worst last night. I was in playing my game when it's lightning, but it didn't knock the power out. It didn't knock the trees out. It didn't. But it was raining real hard, and boy, we do have some rain last night. Some hard rain last night. It rained over here, rained over there, and the leaves are about to begin to fall. But just a reminder, it did not happen for real, and it did not happen today. It did not happen today. The sun came out today. Everything's nice. The sun came out this morning, and everything went nice. And you know what? You know what it is. It's only one way to do something, and nothing we can do about the storm. But it is what it is. We're okay with that. And the most important is we fine with that. It is what it is. So now, what should we do? What should I do when when the storm hits? It happens so well, so well. So now, so anyway, it is what it is, and that's it is. And we were just told, if we had just told that the vaccines are 5 and 11 age of the children. Yeah, it is what it is. And folks, I gotta say, the vaccines do work. It work every day. We in this we're in this whole mess here in America. And yeah, I know for sure. I know for sure it is what it is. But look, we're getting low. We're getting low in North Carolina. And we had 12.1 million doses given. 5.49 million have been fully vaccinated. And the popularity of full vaccination of 52.3%. The United States doses given 414 million plus 657,000. Further vaccinations are 91 million with 121,000. And the popularity of full vaccination is 57.9%. So, like I just said, people need to be vaccinated as soon as possible. Now, as we always know, that we have fans in the world are getting crowded. We have fans everywhere, and people are chanting "F Joe Biden." Man, that's disrespectful. So, you know how it turns out to. It's just that much. It's just what's happening for us and the people that we always know. Now, the reason we're getting now is this. Yes, vaccine study links the virus to rank with naturalization illness. And yeah, now, here's what we're talking about the news. Now, that's what we're talking about. And folks, I gotta say, what would I say? What would have happened? As we all know, what we do know. And yes, it is. I can't even say this shit enough. So, anyway, it is what it is. But hey, It's not. Now, we do know that Alice Bowman, I mean, something did happen, and we can't get that to you right now, so we don't want to talk about it right now. And I guess for real, why do you want to do this, and why do you want to make this up? It is what it has to be. And yes, they don't care. They don't care. Everything can happen. Everything can happen for the reason. And yes, you know how it goes to, you have to leave everybody alone. That is for sure what's happening here so far. And you know what? I mean, people are getting in the age of 5 and 11. Now we're being told that vaccines for children, let's go to CNN. It says Pfizer reacts to FDA vaccine advisor meeting. Vaccine advisors to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration voted 17-0 with one ambassador Tuesday to recommend emergency use authorization of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine in children 5 to 11 can turn use. Your time to invest in companies and stuff like this. Okay. Now, it says Kahuna M. Jensen, Phil D., Senior Vice President and Head of Vaccine Resources and Developmental Pfizer, reacting to the news saying, "We appreciate the opportunity to present our clinical data that demonstrated the safety and high effectiveness of our COVID-19 vaccine in children 5 to under 12 years of age. COVID-19 is an ongoing threat for the more than 28 million young children in this age group in the U.S. as they remain at risk for this infection. About 10% of all weekly U.S. cases occurred in children 5 to under 12 years of age with the potential risk of complications in tradition in monitoring children with health gas closer to health immunity with the potential to stem the pandemic sooner. We think the FDA Advisory Committee for Data Reveal and possibly recommending the decision in support of the energy emergency use and advisories to help protect this long particular, she added. Following today's meeting, the FDA will take the committee's vote into consideration and make a final decision about whether to endorse it. Then, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Independent Advisory Committee meets November 2nd and 3rd, and will vote on whether to recommend the vaccine for this age group. Finally, CDC Director Dr. Russell Risky will decide whether to accept or modify the committee's recommendation. Once Risky signs off, younger children can start getting COVID-19 shots immediately. That's what she said, and that's what it's happened. That's what she said. That was 6 minutes ago. And FDA, now, FDA vaccine advisor meeting on COVID-19 vaccines for children is over. The vaccines and related biological products involved in the advisory committee meeting has ended. The committee voted 17-0 with one ambassador to recommend an emergency use utilization of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for children 5 and 11. The FDA will now consider the commitment's vote and declare the EUA for the vaccine. Now this is what it says. This is what it says. People are 5 to 11. The children who are 5 to 11 will get will probably going to get the vaccine. Now, here's a statement. A key Food and Drug Administration advisor commented on Tuesday recommending a lower dose of Pfizer and BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccines for children aged 5 to 11, equivalent in getting some 28 million more kids in the U.S. protecting against the virus as the Delta variant spreads. The endorsement by the agency's vaccines and related biological product advisory commitment will now be considered by the FDA, which could issue a final decision within days. The vote was nearly unanimous, with 17 backing it and 1 etc. The agency doesn't always follow the advice of its independent commitment, but it often does. Next week, a Center for Disease Control and Prevention vaccine advisory group is set to make its own recommendation, which is issued in key endorsement, and CDC Director Dr. Rachel Walensky signs off. Shots for young kids could begin immediately. The Biden administration said it plans to distribute the doses as soon as it's authorized by the FDA and CDC, which is expected to come early next month. The administration said it's producing enough vaccine to incarcerate all 28 million 5 to 11-year olds in the U.S. and would distribute it in a smaller doses and with smaller needles to make it easier for pedestrians or paramedics to advise to kids. Now, many parents said they are anxious awaiting the vaccine's authorization, with schools now open across the U.S. and the Delta variant driving its source in children's cases. Children aged 5 to 11 account for roughly 9% of all reported COVID cases in the U.S., according to data presented to the commitment by the FDA on Tuesday. The number of new COVID cases in kids remain acceptably high, with more than 1.1 million child cases added over the past 6 weeks, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. And it's just strange. It's just like people, the kids in the age of 5 to 11 on October. Now, I think it may work for the kids. The kids in the age of 5 to 11, it may work. They will get the vaccine shot. And yes, it do. It do has. And yeah. You know, just so I know, it's been a blessing for everybody. And I do always know for sure it will happen. It will happen next week. It will happen next week for real. So now we'll see. We'll see what happens. For sure, we'll see what happens. In the age of 5 to 11, yeah. That's what happens in the age of 5 to 11. Now, it is what it is for us, and now the CDC now, what can we find out? Now, we always know about this, and for real, yes it is. And they all know there's high risk. And yeah. Now, as you always know, it's better for the kids to take a vaccine. It's better for the kids to take a shot. That's for us for sure. Now, FDA could organize a COVID-19 vaccine for kids by this week. And yes, they are. They are going to continue to see what's happening. So we're gonna see what happens and what it is. I think CNN for doing the right thing. I think the MSNBC for doing the right thing. I don't watch Fox News. I really don't watch Fox News because they count something and they count serious about on Joe Biden and the Biden administration and Dr. Fauci. So I don't watch Fox News at all. As you always know, as you always know, you can look at this. It's all look at this rail right here. I know it did rain last night. It rained hard last night. No problems, no power lines are down, no trees are down. And then today the sun came out. It was a beautiful sunny day but it's getting windy and windy. As you look at this on this picture, pretty and funny, wonderful. So, yeah, that's all I do know is this one is absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait to this. I mean, but we're gonna have some big storm here. We're gonna have winter coming in the next 2 months, couple of months, and some snow, and it's gonna be into something. It's gonna be into something. May have bad weather. I don't know. We have to wait until, and then spring may come, and then next summer, everybody's gonna have fun for real. Yeah. But hey, it is what it is in this beautiful world. And also, tonight on Fox, the Atlanta Braves, yes, they did win the World Series. They beat the Dodgers on Saturday night. And they are on their way to the World Series since 1999. They haven't won since 1995. Although they beat the Indians when I was 11 in 1995. I love Atlanta. I know everybody loves Atlanta. But I think Houston will be the number one probably if they beat Atlanta, they win that second World Series title since 2017. But it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, both teams of those clubs, Atlanta and Houston. Braves on from Atlanta, the Astros on from Houston. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be fun to watch. We always know it's going to be a great freaking show. That's how we win. The World Series starts tonight on Fox at 8 o'clock. Watch it right here. Right here. It's going to be awesome for real. So, anyway, it is what it is. But now, look, people, I'm going to be reading my story. I'm going to be reading the book called My Story. Now, I haven't read for a long time. It's going to be it's awesome. It's going to be an awesome. Man, I can't wait. It's fall. It's beautiful. Look. The weather has been changed. And the daylight is about to be coming up on the sets and the saving time, but no, it's absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe what this is going to be, and it's unbelievable. The skies are all blue. It's still blue until the sunset. And boy, you gotta believe it. You gotta believe it's gonna come. Alright, I'm out here. I'm off this whole thing going on until tomorrow. But I'm off this whole thing until this time around. That I cannot gonna do it alone. But anyway, tune in. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. If it's everybody's will.